Hey traders, market update time. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's get straight into it. Traders, make sure you grab that free trading course on the screen right now. Let's have a good look at the markets and see what's going on across the globe. Now, first thing I want to start off with, guys, with you is the fear and greed index, because I showed this in yesterday's update as well too, and I want to give you guys a bit of a refresher about what's actually going on from this perspective. So the first thing we can see, guys, is we can see that the fear and greed index is still at 19. Now, what does that actually mean in the context of the markets? Now, what that actually means is that whenever we do get the greed up through here, whenever we get that in the markets, then guess what's coming, right? Guess what's coming? We're probably going to get, there's too much greed in the markets. When people are greedy, be fearful. When people are fearful, be greedy, right? This is the swings we see in the markets. And then the market suddenly has a bit of a pullback. Right now we're getting into what? We're getting into the extreme fear. So what do you think is going to come real soon out of this markets, right? We're probably likely to what? We're probably likely to see a bit of a bounce in the markets. We're probably likely to see a bit of a rise in the markets, aren't we? So that's what we're seeing through there. A bit of a point through here and then a point through there as well too. You can see that that's what's going on right now when it comes to the fear and greed index. And so if we have a look at the actual market itself, we can see that we have this level of support through here. So this major level of support where the Dow Jones is at right now. We had these sort of high, bit of a double top and then a rolling over low, and we had this lower low through here. So right now, the market is overextended to the downside as well too, because you notice that whenever the market gets too far away from the moving average, too far away, right, too far away, too far away, too far away. Whenever we get too far away from the moving average, then guess what? We're getting too far away. And so therefore, we're probably likely to have at least a bit of a pullback anyway. So knowing that we're actually pretty far away from the moving average, we're probably likely to get some sort of a pullback out of the market soon. Now I say pullback, guys, and the reason why the terminology pullback, because we just don't know, we're likely to get at least a little bit of an up move. But remember, the trend is actually still down at this time. That hasn't actually changed. We need a very strong move like that to happen. Bam, 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 right? We need to see that happening in the markets for everything start to completely change in the markets, okay? Now, traders, before I do continue along with the other markets through here, the S&P is the same sort of thing, guys, okay? Short little bounce. Same for the Nasdaq as well too. Nasdaq actually hasn't been selling off that strongly. So Nasdaq's been holding quite nicely, which makes me think, is this something much bigger? Are we about to see another big move to the upside coming out of the markets? So the really big thing that I'm seeing here across these markets, guys, is this, okay? Right now, there's a lot of volatility in the markets, okay? There's a lot of volatility in the markets going up, markets going down. If you are trading the markets, guys, I want to really encourage you that, one, have a really good high quality setup that you look for in the markets. And secondly, do not let a profit turn into a loss, okay? Manage, because we just never, ever know, right? If I look at my last three trades, I've had in the last 2 weeks myself on the actual stock market, the first trade was quite a nice profit. I was locking in profit, and I had a nice little profit on that one there, okay? So that was last week. This week I had a trade move in my favor. I actually locked in a small little profit. Okay, moving my stop down, and I got taken out there, and then also today I had a small loss as well too, right? But the net result out of all those trades is I'm still positive. But the purpose of me saying this, guys, is that the market's very volatile right now, and so one, look for high quality setups in the markets. It's so important to look for high quality setups. And then secondly, make sure that you're managing the trades properly. If you start to get into a nice little profit there, make sure you're going to bring your stop down. Make sure you lock in a nice little profit there. And then if you want to let the trade run, then let the trade run after that, okay? But it's so important that if you're in a trade, do not have big loss. Do not have these big massive stops. And if the trade starts to go for you, try to lock in those profits. It's so important, because you just never know, right? And I'm sure you guys have been there before. That whenever you suddenly you have a 50 or 60% return on that trade, right? And then suddenly the whole thing turns into a loss, right? Like for example, for me, I think I had close to maybe a 50% or maybe a bit more profit yesterday. I actually moved my stop down to lock in a smaller profit, so I couldn't make a loss in that one. And actually, that trade reversed on me today, and I got taken out, but I got taken out at a small profit. Makes sense? And I also had a small loss today as well too. But the whole thing about that, guys, is that we want to make sure that whenever you are trading, okay, whenever you're trading these markets, right now is not the time to be just sort of guessing, right? When in doubt, get out. But then also make sure you have some sort of high quality setups that you are looking for. That's rule number one, is what are you actually looking for in a high quality setup? I teach you that for free in my trading course, guys. First link in the description there. So that's what I want to just share with you. I just want to share with you when it comes to your personal tradings from there, guys. I really do say that most people are getting chewed up in these markets right now big time, because the markets are all over the place. As you know, right? It's going up, it's going down. We're not really trending a lot. We were trending for a little bit there. Now we're not, right? There's a lot of sideways movements happening in the markets, and there's a lot of things happening with that there. And so right now is not the time to be jumping in and jumping out of things just because you think and hope, right? Step back, wait for some really good opportunities in the markets, and then start to move forward from there. I promise you, your success. And I know you want to trade, right? I know you want to trade so much right now because you just want to make some money, but we need to slow down and then wait for good opportunities. Now, the first thing, the question I'll ask you is that, do you even know what a good opportunity looks like in the markets, right? Now, there's thousands of opportunities, but what are you actually looking for? What sort of pattern are you looking for in the markets? It's so important. Anyway, let's go look at some of the mining sector as well too. Mining sector, the GDX actually came up. Look at this here, nice little pullback towards the moving average, and then we had this drop through to the downside. So again, I'm expecting some sort of a pullback out of this level through here. Not a change in trend yet, but just some sort of a pullback soon out of this level here, because again, we're getting look at the maximum distance away we normally get away from the moving average before we actually start to see a complete reversal from there. Make sense? So let's go look at the good old silver market. And silver market just been doing pretty much nothing today. Just a bit of a sideways day through here. I do see another move coming out of silver from here. We can see that we're probably going to have this. We have this low level through here, this breaking, and now we're at this level here now, holding around that. So I do see another move coming down with silver, possibly towards that $20 level. And then that's also the same for gold as well too. So gold's actually, there's this major level of support. Yeah, gold could possibly could have one last little push to the downside. If gold does have one last little push to the downside, it's not going to be a continuation of a down move at a gold, right? If we do get something like this, which I do believe we're going to, that's probably going to be the last little push before we see something at least like this in the markets, like a little bit of a retracement back to the upside from there to there. Makes sense? So I would not want to be trying to short the market here right now because we've already done a big move from here. And how does the market work? Right? How does the market work? Right? Well, we go down, we have pullback. We go down, we have pullback. We go down. What's coming next? Right? Pullback. So if we do get one last little push, we're probably then going to see a complete reversal from there. Now, that being said, guys, if we start to look at things like from an hourly perspective, or even down to say a 5-minute chart perspective, right? We could possibly start to see some, if we know that we're probably likely to get, if we do get one last little push to the downside, then there could be some sort of like short-term opportunity looking at, say, the 2-minute charts and stuff like that, right? And that's a bit of advanced there, but we could start to see what's going on here with that market there. So I hope this helps you out there today, traders. Traders, I've got 2 spots left for my coaching program. If you are interested in this, guys, I did open 5 spots, but now I've got 2 spots left, guys, and then that's it. It's done. It's done. If you're interested in joining the coaching program, guys, and having me there coach you every single, pretty much every single day for the next 12 months, that second link in the description there, guys. Go fill out the application form. Again, I've got 2 spots left, and once they're gone, they're gone. So go do that right now. Second link in the description there, guys. Click on that, and I'll speak to you real soon.